From thoughts to matter reality form, the four principles of understanding for the quantum field, energy, and frequency. We think reality is solid. We think matter is fundamental. But atoms are mostly empty space. Particles are excitations of fields. And quantum physics shows fields are fundamental, not matter. Matter is not the foundation of reality. Fields are. Consciousness is actually. Reality exists as potential before it becomes matter. Consciousness, as an observer, interacts with the field of potentialities to create experience. The quantum field is the matrix through which consciousness becomes reality. The quantum field is a field of energy and information. It's a matrix. But it is not just that. It is a unified field of consciousness itself. It functions as the matrix through which reality is created from potentiality into form. There are four fundamental pieces of understanding around the quantum field that I believe are important to be stated and integrated in our minds about how we create and experience reality through this quantum field. The major fundamental principle of reality, in my opinion, is that reality is both matter and energy, particle and waveform. And really, we are more energy than matter, more wave than particle. All of reality is like this. We live in a vibratory reality. And with this said, we are in a consciousness field reality. So everything we experience is just the lowest density vibration of that consciousness reality. While we experience matter reality as the slowest vibration of consciousness through our five primary senses, the quantum field is the matrix, the immaterial form beyond our five primary senses. We can only experience this source field with our consciousness, our awareness, because it itself is a unified field of pure consciousness. This field organizes and unifies everything material into form. It is the potential energy that lowers itself as a frequency of wave patterns until it appears as solid. This is the universal intelligence that gives life to everything in our reality. It is this source energy, this highly intelligent universal life force that constructs our reality and also what animates every aspect of the material, including us human beings. This brings me to the second piece of fundamental understanding here. This higher intelligence exists in us. Source is in us, as well as outside of us. We are extensions of it. There is no separation, and it keeps us alive. Its signature is that of oneness, order, wholeness. It is all about connection, and everything is interacting with everything in terms of energy in this unified field of consciousness that we're all part of. The third fundamental understanding about the quantum field is that this is the field of potentiality. It is the field of frequencies of waveform. It is the realm of thought. It is the immaterial from which the material emerges from. And remember, the quote material is just the lowest vibration of consciousness that we can perceive with our five primary senses. It is often considered, quote, the black void. It has also been referred to as the 0 point field or the Planck field. However, it's filled with infinite potentialities, probabilities, and possibilities because it's all frequency and waveform. If you can think of something, it exists in the quantum field. Thoughts are waveform frequencies, which is what the quantum is made out of. Everything is created twice. First, through the quantum field, activated in the realm of thought, and then in the material form, in our three-dimensional life structure. Lastly, the fourth principle of understanding about the quantum field is that this field is also termed to be in the dimension of, quote, time space. Our physical reality exists in the realm of, quote, space time, 3D, because you move through space to experience time. In the quantum realm, all there is time. You move through stacks of time to experience space, a dimension or location. And so you can think of our physical reality and the quantum field as being inverses of each other. The immaterial, the quantum, and the material are matter reality. Time space as the quantum, the 5D, space time, the physical 3D. And so remember, we are in a vibratory experience of reality in which we're experiencing reality through both the immaterial and the material, in both matter and energy, wave and particle. And we can access this quantum field and move through time stacks, quote, by changing our frequency, our consciousness, our awareness. Every dimension in the quantum field is based on a specific frequency. And so now that I've covered these four major principles of understanding about the quantum field, I'm going to just point out a quote from Einstein, who said, "The field is the sole governing agency of the particle. Everything material emerges from the immaterial. The field is the sole governing agency of the particle." This is super, super important. And so at the deepest level of reality, everything exists within consciousness. And what's called in physics, or referred to in physics as the equivalent of this quantum field, is not separate from consciousness. This field is the structural layer of consciousness expressed as energy and information. And it's this quantum field that's the matrix of creation, the infinite field of potential where all possibilities exist as frequency before becoming form. And so matter is not the foundation of reality. Consciousness is. The quantum field is the bridge between consciousness and matter. And the physical reality is just the result of consciousness interacting with the field of potential and collapsing it into experience.